but it is Pink Floyd classic See Emily Play. So we'll start with the chords. On the intro, I'm just playing an A5 chord, just open 2 and 2 on the A, D and G strings. Just hitting that as we get the slide guitar going up and down, which we'll come to in a bit. And then I'm playing it's quite low in the mix, this part, so it's something like just playing a D5 to a C5, so 5 and 7 to 3 and 5 on the A and D strings, slide it up to an E5 on 7 and 9, and D5 back to C5. So and then we're into the verse. I'm playing a G. Okay, so we've got another guitar playing A to G, D to A minor, R, and on the R section I'm just playing an E5 chord, just B, E and B, 2 on A and D and 4 on G. Then just coming in slightly before the beat, a C major 7 chord, so just C chord without my first finger, A minor till to G, and again there is no. Then here I'm just playing E to D all the way, D, E, D, E. Then I play a D and then just taking my second finger off to get a D with a D suspended 2, D sus 2. So open D, A, D, open E. See Emily Play. And just hitting an A chord. And a G. Okay. And then the first time we go into this little bridge section. Okay. So we'll look at the lead part for that later. But I'm just on that playing. I'm not sure if that's what the guitar's exactly playing, or if anything, because there's some keyboards in there, but that fits. So if you want to put some rhythm in there, I'm just playing D, G and D. So open, open, and then 3 on B. And then putting that second finger on A on the second fret of the G string. Then we're back into yeah, and so we're just basically repeating all that, and then the second time it's the same, but you've got this solo section. So there's an organ solo, but I did it for guitar, kind of guitar version. But just on that, I'm just playing an A5 chord throughout that. We've got some other stuff going on which we'll look at later, but just keeping that going throughout all that kind of organ solo, and then we're just back into verse chorus. Okay, so we're coming up they do so G, D, A minor, E5, and then yeah, C major 7, A minor, G, and then G again. All the way. Yeah, E and D. See Emily Play. And then just at the end of the song, we go from that G, which we hit on the word play each time, and then just to a D for the fade out. Okay, so that's the rhythm guitar. We'll take a look next at some of those lead guitar parts. The first thing I'm doing is starting with a slide. And just kind of randomly sliding up the neck and down the neck. Great kind of psychedelic stuff there. Okay, and then we've got that first note. I'm playing A to G on the verse, 5 to 3, playing that. And then we've got that aha section. Aha! So I'm playing, so there I'm playing E to B, 12 to 17, to 19, sorry. And then just kind of sliding it up past the neck. So you get a kind of another E. So you kind of, you get a hit an octave E. You can leave that one out if it's a bit tricky getting up there. That's the main one. So that's E to B. Okay, 12 to 19. Okay, and then I was putting in on that E to D section, G sharp, F sharp, E, D, so twice, 16, 14, 12 to 15 on the B string. Okay, and then just at the end of the chorus again, just hitting the kind of just to slide up the neck. Okay, so that's the and then on the, as I've got the slide, I was just putting some on that kind of psychedelic solo section. You know, it's kind of nice to put in just some slides up and down, make it all kind of trippy and spacey there. After the first chorus, we've got this break. So there I'm playing G, B, so that's 5 to 4 on the D and G strings. Then A, C, pull off to B, 7, 5, 4 on D and G. And D to G, 7 to 8 on the G and B strings. And then F sharp, G, B, C, B, so 11, 12, 12, 13, 12 on the G and B strings. Then E, D, G, 17, 15, 15 on the B and E strings. Then I'm playing F sharp, G, B, A, G, F sharp, G, B. So I'm starting there on 19 on the B string, then G on 15 on the E string, 19, 17, B to A, back to G on 15, then F sharp, G, B, 19, 15, 19. Okay, so that's that little break section. And then also we've got that solo section, which is played on organ. So what I've got there is, I was obviously doing little slides on the slide part there, but also I kind of more of a fuzz tone, but I hit a G to an A, and then I had one guitar just playing kind of octave A's there, just filling it out a bit. Okay, just kind of improvising around that. And then also using the, to kind of play a version of the organ solo, I was just improvising around the A Dorian mode, which is, so if we take it from the A on the 5th fret, it's A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, take it up to D, to E, to F sharp, to G, up to A. So the patterns I was mainly playing around were, say, take it from the 5th fret of the D string, so I've got 5 7 4 5 7 5 7 8 5 7 8. Also that kind of bluesy little box there. Notes you can use a 9 8 10 7 8 10. Or the G, A and B strings, G, B and E strings, sorry. Moving up the neck, you take it up to say 12, 14, 12, 13, 15, 12, 14, 15. Bend to A if you want, on 17. So all these notes. So the best way to learn this is to know all the notes up and down the neck. I always say to people, it's really good to know all the notes. Then you just know where the notes are. You don't have to think about patterns. You can just jump from. You can just jump up and down the neck and know all these notes are part of that scale without having to think about it too much. So I always say, learn the notes. Learn the notes. It's always a good tip. But yeah, so to improvise on that solo section, you know, if you want to replace the organ part, that's the scale I use there, which seemed to work nicely. Okay, and so that's basically the guitar parts. We'll take a look next at the bass. I'm starting with octaves on the 12th fret of the A string and the 14th fret of the G string. Just playing those. Okay, playing that, and then we're into this riff. Playing D, C, A, A. It's nice to put a little hammer there as well from G to A. So I'm just playing 12, 10, 12 of the D and A strings, and with the hammer, just kind of hammering from 10 if you want to. Okay, so got that on the intro, and then just got that da do A to G. Just playing 5 to 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Then you see, got a little. I put a little fill in there of that D chord. So many booms. Then over that A minor chord, I'm putting an E in the bass, and keeping that to that B5, E5 chord, sorry. Then, so on the C major 7 chord, I'm just playing C, G, E, C. 3, 5, 2, 3 on the A and D strings. A minor chord, open A. Little fill there. E, D, C, A, so open. 7, 5, 3, 5, go to a G. On 3. Stopping on that, there is no. And then playing G an octave higher, there is no. So we've got G, B, D, 10, 9, 12. Okay, so then we go. So over that E in D chords, I'm playing E, and then all the notes from the E chord, B, G sharp, E. So I'm hitting E on 12 on the E string, and then playing 16, 13, 14. So on the G and D strings, and then 10 for D, then A, F sharp, and D. On 14, 11, 10. Then just hitting that D, then Emily play, just an A there, then a chord, then a G. Okay, and just stopping on that G, and on that first break section, I'm just playing G to A. So that's 12 to 14. Then back into verse chorus. On the organ solo section, I'm just playing A, an octave, A and A. And then going back into a couple of the intros. And then just back into the first chorus, and just after that G, just ending on octave D. Okay, so just 5 and 7 for the fade out. Alright, it's a great song, great fun to play, so enjoy a bit of Pink Floyd and see Emily play. Thanks for watching, buddies.